Hello everyone, welcome to CAD tutorials for beginners. And in this tutorial, we will discuss about one of the 7QC tool, Pareto chart. Also, we will take an example and we will create one Pareto chart in Microsoft Excel. So, before going to start the Pareto chart, we will discuss about the 7QC tool. So, what are the 7QC tools? So, the 7QC tools are the means of collecting the data, analyzing the data, identifying the root causes and measuring the data. So these are the main purpose of the 7QC tools. So by collecting and analyzing the data and identifying the root causes, you are measuring the data. So these QC tools are related to the numerical data processing. So based on the numerical data for the certain period of time, you can analyze the data and identifying the root causes based on that data. So this is the main purpose of 7QC tool. So what are the 7QC tools? So the first one is the Pareto charts, then the histograms, the check sheets, flow charts, cause and effect diagrams, also called as the fishbone diagram or the Ishikawa diagram, and the seventh one is the scatter diagrams. So in this tutorial we will discuss about the Pareto chart and we'll discuss all the rest of the QC tools in the upcoming tutorials. So let's start with the Pareto chart. So what is the Pareto chart? So it is also called as the Pareto diagram and it is an excellent tool for prioritizing the potential root causes or number of defects or the problems. So the Pareto chart is a basic qualitative tool that helps you identifying the most frequent defects, the customer quality complaints or any other factor you can count and categorize. So this tool is based on the idea that the majority of defects are caused by the few defective item which classified the quality problem into a vital few and a trivial many. So it is based on the 80-20 principle. So we'll discuss in the later slide. The Pareto chart is a graph that indicates a frequency of defects as well as their cumulative impact. The cumulative percentage line helps to judge the added contribution of each category. The Pareto chart is a combination of bar chart and the line chart. So there are two types of charts in the Pareto charts. One is the bar charts, so which represent the type of defect or the problem, and each length of the bar represents the important unit of measure, that is a frequency. So total frequency of occurrence or the cost. So frequency for the simple Pareto charts and the weighted Pareto charts, there is a cost. So cost as a unit. And the line chart is basically used for the cumulative percentage of the defects. The bars are presented in the descending order from the tallest to the shortest. Therefore you can see which defects are more frequent at a glance. So we will understand all the points while creating the Pareto charts. So let's discuss about the Pareto principle. So what is the Pareto principle? So Pareto chart is basically working on the principle that is 80-20 rule. So the Pareto principle states that the 80% of the results are determined by the 20% of the causes. So if you try to resolve the 20% causes, you will resolve the 80% of the defects. So this is the Pareto principle. So it is very difficult to resolve 100% issues at once. So if you have a lot of issues available and if you want to resolve them, you cannot resolve all at once. So you have to select the majority of effects that are causing the 80% of the results. So the Pareto analysis helps us to find out those 20% causes which results in the 80% of the defects. So once we resolve the 20% causes, 80% defects will get eliminated. So let's understand with the example. So first we'll see when to go for the Pareto analysis. So as we discussed, whenever you have a lot of problems, lot of issues, then if you want to focus only on the significant problems, then this is the option, that is a Pareto analysis to go with. When we are analyzing the data about the frequency of problems in the process, when we want to compare the results before and after taking the countermeasure, when we are communicating with other about the data, our data, to make them understand in a better way, when analyzing the causes in a broader way by looking at their specific components. And the last one is when we have many problems and we want to focus on the only those significant problems and only those 20% problems. So the types of Pareto charts. So the Pareto chart has two types. First one is simple Pareto and the second one is a weighted Pareto. So in this tutorial we'll only discuss about the simple Pareto, and for the weighted Pareto we will discuss in the upcoming tutorials. So now let's take an example of the casting defects. So we have recorded some data regarding the casting defects for a certain period of time, and these are the die casting quality defects and their frequency. So the defects are swells are 440 times it is occurring, the hot stops 83, run out the 45 times, subsurface blowhole, then cold shuts, blurs, rat tails, veins and buckles, shrinkage, cuts and washes, warping, cracks and fusion. So these are almost 12 defects are occurring, and as per this frequency level. So to find out those which are causing the 80% of the defects, we have to go with the Pareto analysis. So here you can see the Pareto chart already created using the Microsoft Excel, and here you can find the y-axis, which is having the frequency of occurrences, and the x-axis is showing the defect types. These are the complete defect types it is showing, and here is a secondary chart, you can say this is a line chart, and it is showing the cumulative percentage, and here is the secondary axis for the cumulative percentage. So here are the legends. You can see the blue bar showing the frequency, and this line is showing the cumulative percentage. And here this box is showing the vital few items, and which are causing the almost 82% of the defects. So let's discuss this in the Microsoft Excel, how to create the Pareto chart. So here you can see the same example. It is already we have created the Pareto chart using this data, and now I will just delete this data here, the cumulative frequency and the percentage which was calculated earlier, and we'll see how to build this chart from the start. Okay, so again I will just remove this one as well. So now you can see also we'll just remove this sort we have all applied earlier. Just select the data, go to the data here and go to the sort, and here I will just keep it. I want to just make it as a earlier one, so I will apply the filter to this sort to this serial number, and from smallest to the largest I will apply. So now this is my initial example for the casting defects. Here are the casting defect types. There are 12 types here, and the frequency is mentioned. So now we have to first analyze this data with the help of this cumulative frequency and the percentage in this table, and then we can go for the Pareto analysis for the chart. Okay, so now we have to apply the sort, and we have to apply the sort to the frequency from largest to the smallest one. So again select this data, go to the data and go to the sort, and here you have to select the frequency and keep this as a cell values, sort on the cell values, and the order you have to select the largest to the smallest and just click on OK. So you can see if you see the first number is 440, 83, 45, it is in the descending order. And now you can go for the cumulative frequency addition. So the first frequency will be as it is, and here we have to keep on adding it in a cumulative way. Just select the first total and the second frequency. Similarly the second total plus the third frequency. In this manner we have to just add it. Select this 608 plus 28, and you can just copy this formula till the bottom. And again you will just forgot to sum of these frequencies. Just click on the auto sum and you will find this number as a 746. Just make it highlight, and please ensure that this sum of the frequency is matching with this cumulative frequency, the final number. So now you can just calculate the cumulative percentage. So click on equal, and select the first cumulative frequency and the total frequency. So you can see here it is 59%. If you are not getting this 59% here, you can just add this, the type as a percentage, and you can just click on copying this formula down. But here you can see there will be an error for the division by 0. So because if you try to double click it, this value is, this cell is shifting down. So again if you try to click on it, it is, the cell is shifting down. So here you have to make it as a lock. So here you have to just add the dollar symbol. So as we already know in the Excel, you have to, if you want to lock some of the cell, you have to just select the dollar symbol, and now you can just drag it down. You can see here 59 to 100%. So now our analysis is complete, and here you can see the first 4 items are causing the almost 82% of the defects. So you can see here the 59% to 70 till 82 are causing almost 82% of the defects. So now we can plot it in on the Pareto chart. So let's go to the insert, and here you have to add the 2D column, clustered column chart. So just add it here, and now we have to select the data. So right click on the chart, select the data, and select the defects on the and the frequency of occurrences. And here we have to add one more column for the percentage. So add a column, and then you can add the one more column here. So you can see the frequency and the percentage added here, and here are the defect types. Just click on OK. So now if you see here, you can see the frequency bars here. So the defect types on the x-axis, and the frequencies on the y-axis, but you are not seeing the percentage column here. So if you try to see it in Microsoft Excel 2007, it is easily getting seen here, but in the latest versions it is not able to see. Then you can just make changes to the axis bounds here. You can just make it to 100 for the temporary purpose, and you can see now it is reduced, and you can see here little orange charts here. And just close this one, make it little bigger, and now here you can just select this axis. So select the chart here and right click on it, go to the format data series, and here you will find the secondary axis. Because the by default axis system is the primary axis, you have to add it to the secondary axis. And now you can just close this one and keep this selected, and go to the again insert, go to the line chart here, and select the first 2D line chart. Once you click on it, your line chart is created. So in this way you can create the secondary chart. So now we will add the labels to this, data labels to this bars and this line chart. So go to this plus symbol, and here you can add the data labels. So here if you want to, here if you click on this arrow, So you can select the option whichever you want to place your data labels. So if you want to add in the center, inside end, inside base, outside end, in this way you can just select it. Just I will select this line here, specific to line I will select, and go to the plus and go to the data labels here, and I will add it above. Okay, so now again I will select this bar chart, sorry, and go to the plus symbol, go to the data labels, and again on the outside end. Again, one more option you have to add the data labels in the format, or you can say in the design menu, and you can add it from the add chart element, and you can add the same from this option as well. One more option we'll see here, we'll add the legends, and again have one more on the right, on the top, on the left, on the bottom. I will just select on the top. So in this way you can create this Pareto chart. So now you can see here, you can see easily from this chart here that first 4 elements are causing the 82%, and just make this format axis, and again we will keep this to 440, so which is the maximum number in our frequency occurrence, and just click on OK. Just make it to 0, and now you can see here the chart is aligned. Again here we have just added 440, not 440, it is 400. Yeah, 450 now it is added here, because this major unit is 50, so in multiple of 50 it is getting added. So just similarly we will keep this to 100%. Again format this axis, and here you have to just add to 1. So in this way the axis is applied and it is properly aligned. So now if you want to show this 82%, you can just insert the shape whichever you like and show those 82% defect types. So again I will just keep it to no fill, select the color and add little more weight, and you can see here these 4 defect types are causing the 82% of the defects. So again you can just insert one more shape to show that these are the vital fews, and this remaining 80 to 85% till 100% are the trivial meaning. So here you can add the vital few, and here you can just fill the color. We'll just keep this here, or you can just keep it as you like. In this way you can create the Pareto chart in the Microsoft Excel based on the Excel Pareto analysis. So thank you for your attention. Thank you so much for watching our videos. If you like our videos, please do like and subscribe our channel.